everyone, welcome to my channel Art with Rishi. I am Rishikesh and today I'm going to be telling you 10 tips to getting better at art. So firstly, I'm going to start off with materials. So the first thing you need is a good sketchbook, canvas or even a wall. There are many types of sketchbooks, but I really recommend the spiral bound hardcover ones. Well, there are two types that I really like, Epsilon series and the Canson series. They have very good pages and they have the right thickness and you can use any medium on them like paint, pencil and marker. These spiral bound sketchbooks have very good quality and are really easy to maintain. They also come in different sizes. So the next type is just the hardbound cover. These are really durable and they're not as useful as spiral bound, but they are pretty good. These are pretty useful if you want to do a double page drawing. The next one is the soft cover ones. These are not as durable as hardbound, but they are really easy to fold and they come in handy if you want it when you're traveling. The last one is this. These again are handy if you're traveling and also they have the strap on them which is used to lock them. So the next couple of things you need are a pencil, mechanical pencil, fine liners, a white pen, an eraser, a sharpener and a medium of color. But at the end of the day, all you need is a pencil and if you really want, an eraser. So, let's talk about pencils. There are three types of pencils, H, B and HB. H stands for hard and it means that there is more clay and will make a lighter and finer line. B stands for black and means the core has more graphite and will make a bolder and darker line. But I would recommend just a 2H pencil for sketching. Moving on to the mechanical pencil. You should use a 0.09 or 0.075 mm. You will also need fine liners. They come in different sizes if you want to vary your line weights. Then a medium of color is not necessary, but I do prefer it. So you can use anything like oil pastels, wax crayons, color pencils, markers, spray paint or any kind of paints. But the medium will change according to your style. I mean, I love using Copic markers, but crayons or color pencils, I can use them, but they aren't comfortable for me. Moving on, we have our white pen. This is used to make highlights. So that's all the materials you'll need. You can check out the description below for all these materials. So, the next tip is to calm down. An empty page of a new sketchbook can be terrifying. That's why you need to calm down and think about what you want to draw. Tip number 3. Mistakes happen. And when they happen, you learn from them. So, don't be afraid to make mistakes or use an eraser. If you draw something that looks bad, it's okay. And you should keep in mind that even your favorite artists have made mistakes. For every amazing artwork that you have seen, they would have a million rough or bad drawings you haven't seen. So every time you make a mistake, start again and continue this because you never know when you will surprise yourself with an amazing drawing. Tip number 4. Practice every day. Remember, you can't learn art. You have to get better at it by practicing. You can watch your favorite artist draw and follow them. Or you can browse the internet for photos and draw them. Or you can take photos by yourself and use them as reference. But you have to practice every day. Tip number 5. Don't pet the line. It's also called chicken lines. Beginner artists do this a lot. I don't know why they do it, but it satisfies them. It's okay to do this when you're doing your rough sketch, but if you're in the refining or line work process, it will make your artwork look very messed up. This happens when you use your wrist to draw. The solution to this is use your entire arm. This will help you draw more smooth lines. Tip number 6. Learn to do brainstorm sketching. This is also kind of a warm up for your hands. It is basically thinking when you draw. You really don't need to use an eraser in this step. So when you think of something, you'll draw the first thing that comes to mind. But the first thing that comes to mind might be the easiest or most predictable thing and might not be very interesting. Brainstorm sketching helps you to set aside that easy idea and helps you to come up with something harder and something outside your comfort zone. Tip number 7 is to break down images when you're drawing. Use basic shapes like triangles, squares, rectangles, circles, etc. This makes it easier for you to draw any image. Like for example here, this is a human body. As you can see, I have broken it down into simple shapes for me to easily draw it. Tip number 8 is composition. You need to know where to place things when you draw. For example, how big a nose is, or where it is, how long a leg is. It all matters because if these measurements are wrong, the drawing looks weird. You can only get better at composition by drawing every day. So you can use real life photos to get a better practice of composition. Tip number 9 is refining your rough sketches to make it neater and well composed. After this step, you are almost done. While you were brainstorm sketching, you were thinking what to draw while you drew it. Now, you know what to draw and you just have to make it better. Here, you have to draw lightly and carefully. At this point, you can use an eraser if you make a mistake. Once you have finished refining, you can then outline it. Tip number 10. Color or highlights. Once you have finished the refining process, you can either color your drawing or highlight it by outlining it or drawing a shape behind it. You can color your drawing with anything like oil pastels, color pencils, paints and markers. But this is according to what you are comfortable with. These are my 10 tips to getting better at drawing. I hope you found this video useful. If you did, please like, subscribe and share it with your friends and family. I hope you enjoyed. If you have any suggestions for future videos, please comment down below. Thank you for watching and I'll see you later.